Welcome back to SNG. Glad to have you. If you've already subscribed, killer, thank you. If you haven't, consider it. We're working on this, my buddy, Doyle. I'm going to be here in a little bit. We're working on his 2007 Electric Glide, FLH-TCU-I. So this is a fuel injected. Last video, I'm putting a playlist together. So if you are interested in looking at the full service of this machine, you can go to that playlist. I think we took the primary cover off on the first video. I was going to go over a couple quick things. Oil's already drained, transmission fluids drained, primary fluids drained. You saw the primary fluid. Not sure I showed you about the oil, etc. But you saw us fire up the machine. We let things warm up. Let me flip this around. Okay, if you want to find the plugs, first of all, right side of the machine. On this model year, the oil cap unscrews. So when you're draining this, you'll want to unscrew that cap, let it get a little bit of air, and you'll want to unscrew this plug. This plug is the fill plug for the transmission fluid, which is, here's your transmission, there's the fill plug, here's your oil. So if you want to find the transmission, where to drain the transmission fluid at, go to the center of this transmission cover, okay, and you'll go down and under the machine, right here, and you will see there is the oil plug right there. So if I come out from underneath and I come right up, it's right about in the center of the 6-speed transmission. The oil is a little bit, just try to remember it, oil is going to be between timing and transmission, somewhere in here. And if you go under from here, right there is the plug to drain the oil. And you can see that right there's what the bottom of the oil pan looks like. That's the oil plug there. So I just wanted to give you guys an idea of we ended up draining fluids from. Everything's drained. Primary cover. Should have just left this on. It'd be right about in this part, cover. Right here, it's actually on the inner primary cover. I thought it was on the exterior primary. Right there's the oil plug for that. So we have taken all 3 oil plugs out. We've drained the primary fluid, the transmission fluid, and the oil fluid, and that is where we're at right now. So what we're going to do today is we're probably going to come to this side, and we're going to take off our exhaust system. What we need to do is we need to get behind here. We need to see the spring tensioners. These are oil, matter of fact, hydraulic tensioners for the cams, spring tensioners, or not spring tensioners, hydraulic tensioners. 2007 was the first year they went to hydraulic tensioners. They're supposed to be a better shoe. This bike's got 30,000 miles on it. I'm hoping they're good. We'll see. I've heard that the rear shoes are typically worse than the front. So to get this cover off, we have to take this exhaust system off. And we're going to have to drop the whole exhaust. So we're going to be doing that, and we'll be back shortly.
All the YouTubers are whining about all the rules all the time.
All the time. Well, my brother Doyle's here. We're back on his bike, and figure we show you where we're at. I did find out I don't have to take the back pipe off the rear cylinder head. So what we got going is these fancy dancy covers. Chrome covers are held on by 5/16 stainless steel bands. So we took one off of here, we took one off of here, and we took one off of here. May not have had to take that one off, but that's okay. It's out of our way. We loosened up 2 things. This right here that holds these the rear pipe to the front pipe, and we also took this bracket off. And once we get these 2 nuts off the front cylinder. We should be able to take this off, which is going to give us access to take our primary or our actual cam cover off. So we'll get on that and we'll be back. All right, so here's where we're at. We took these two nuts off the front cylinder exhaust. I thought we were going to be able to, once we did that, I thought we were going to be able to pull this all back far enough to pull the front pipe out of here. We didn't. So we had to take the rear off, loosen some things. We ended up taking this whole side of the pipes off. And probably should have videoed it, but we will, it's really not a big deal. The back supports from right here, and it's mechanical wise, it's not a lot to get off. There's a bracket right here that comes off. Probably the hardest thing was to get these covers, to get to these 5/16 fittings to get this loose. So that's taken off. The only other thing you have to do is on your front pipe, you have to take off your oxygen sensor, and it plugs right into here. Yeah, plugs in right here. So we unplugged that, took that off. So we are where we're opened and we can start getting into the cover that covers up our cam tensioner. So we'll get into that and we'll be back. All right, so Doyle has all of these 1/4-inch fasteners out, and we're gonna get ready to pop that cover off. And once we pop the cover off, what we're looking to see is the hydraulic tensioners, the actual face of those, to see if they need to be replaced or not. So once we pop that off, we'll show it to you. Stubborn.
Stubborn one.
She's stubborn. Got them all out, huh?
They're all out.
Okay. I'll be darned. We're gonna have to get a bigger hammer.
Something. Oh,
There we go.
found the magic spot.
There's the magic spot. All right. Millions that would have cost them? No way, dude. Jones, what the hell's going on?
Well, we had a snow day today.
God.
We were off school today.
I was wondering how you got off, what you were doing.
Treacherous. It was treacherous out there, let me tell you. But I did go in. I was in before I got the phone call, so I was there. Did a little bit of work. I came home and fixed a snowblower for a guy. Got him up and running. Got a snowblower running. And
Carb problem?
come up here, carb problem. Had main jet plugged up from setting. Would run on ether. Take the main jet out. Cleaned her out. Started on the first pole. Got lucky. Then I come over here to see what you guys are into.
Well, did you see? We took the exhaust off. Gosh, I'm a 99% sure we had to take it off. I watched a video though after the fact. It looked like you could do it without taking the exhaust off, taking it off, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's beside the point. But let me ask you a question.
Ask away.
Hydraulic, and we're going to ask anybody out there that may know. There's a hydraulic chain tensioner. This bike has 33,000 miles on, I think. Low 30s. There's not a groove in that. It looks beautiful. Everybody says, if you look through right there with the mirror, you can see that rear tensioner that I wanted to check, because typically, at least on the spring-loaded ones, they wear out quicker than the external ones. So, Doyle, my buddy Doyle,
Yeah.
he found it. He could see the orange in there, but I don't see how you can actually see the flat of it. So if anybody knows if you can really see the internal spring tensioner, let us know. I'm going to go, here's my theory. That's beautiful. If the inside one's a little bit worse, we're still in a beautiful place. So we're going to re-gasket that. We had to look at it though. I had to look at it. So are you going to be happy?
I'm going to be fine. If it doesn't go back together, I'll probably bring camera up. We can try to see it with a snake cam.
There you go. Well, I think, yeah, I don't have a snake cam. You got a snake cam?
I do. Yep.
Oh, man. He always has the
He
good
says,
stuff.
always has it.
Doyle's always got the good stuff. That's for sure. All right, well, enough for that. So that's the video of the hydraulic tensioners. So you got any final words, Joe?
No final words.
No?
Hopefully next
Doyle, you
week-
got any
No,
final words?
I'd say we found out what we needed to know.
All right, well, if you get a chance, punch that monkey in the throat and enjoy your evening. And if you ride them, wrench them, but only if you want to. Well, guys, I forgot to add something to this video. So I'm taking some more video. So these all went in. What was the torque spec? 120 inch-pounds?
Yes.
So all of these went in. We put them in at 120 inch-pounds. And here's the torque sequence that you should do. And by the way, when you take these out, if you're happening to be working on one that has different size screws, depths, make sure you set those out and know where the longer ones go in. These happen to all be the same, so we didn't have to worry about them. But here's the torque. One, two, and you can follow it from there. And I'd start off at 50 inch-pounds, go to 100, and then go to 120. And that way you're hitting all of them at 120 foot-pounds on that last revolution. And that should get you where you need to go. I said I wasn't going to dub, and I don't even know if I can dub this in. I'm going to try. If you see this video and this is in, I accomplished it, and it's never happening again. What do you think?
That wasn't
Joe?
my fault. Listen to me. What do I know? Now we missed that altogether. Dub it in there. Don't leave, that's the important part. Don't leave that out.
All right. Damn.